Greetings. How is everybody? Yeah, I got a question. Why are readers telling everyone on the planet that they can't believe I recovered from unalive magic? Can't everyone do that? Or am I just special? am I just a special healer? Or can everyone do that? I thought everyone could do that. I didn't think people even believed in that dark magic. It's okay. Then they won't believe on it going back on them. I just saw something about that area over there, some kind of storm warning, lightning, heavy wind. It's going to miss me. But it's just what it is. That whole touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe God's showing favor. Who knows? I know there's a lot of that energy about a Pisces working with the Most High, and I'm thinking, well, Leo rising, that's that Saturn energy. That's the Most High boss energy. I agree with that. And I mean, Reiki is in my birth chart. That's universal life force energy. So I wonder what life force energy can do. Interesting. You think it can beat unalive magic? Who knows? You think it can return that shit back to where it came from? I don't know. God will show us who we can trust. God is always in charge. Yeah, I don't know about them trying to take out an INFJ mystic, but I know Camp Mystic didn't do so well. It did not do so well in the plot and the scheme of things. You think those people would have been grateful if hypothetically speaking, what if we hadn't had attacked an Earth Angel? Would Camp Mystic still be here? Who knows? I hear religious cults were, and it is. I've come to find out that's a religious kiddie camp. So that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about Rich Winter Island being all in the cards around my business. That's what it is. It's just what it is. I mean, what's the difference between a reader saying body bags for everyone and the healer saying that? Hell, I figured it would have been life force energy for everyone, but no, it sounds like they picked body bags for everyone. That's interesting. You think it has to do with a destiny swap gone horribly wrong? You think so? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. But I mean, with readers talking about a Sagittarius temperance angel in Neptune that rules Pisces sun, with Leo rising and Saturn being the Most High in the ethers, I guess that would show a little bit of no, you can't unalive this one with spiritual work. No. That's just not going to work. We're going to take out Camp Mystic instead. God just said, you know what? The Earth Angel lives. Camp Mystic has to go. That's what it is. However, we did tell you that God was bringing the storms, and hey, looky there. Here comes the rain again. God got us all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. Has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself, as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. I mean, that's the thing when you're talking about man-made natural disasters, and we've been talking about it for quite some time, new beginnings. God would be balancing out all aspects of the INFJ mystic Earth Angel's life. And it just coinky-dink. What a random place for a natural disaster when we've been talking about what a random place for Lake Isabella earthquake on Mother's Day. It's just what it is. It's just what they can't believe that the Earth Angel survives. I can't believe no one tapped into their birthright to heal. Spirit, that's what it is. Nobody at Camp Mystic's going to be doing any healing. That's what it is. Homeless voodoo. What about all those at Lake a Lake Isabella earthquake on Mother's Day. Do you think they lost any homes there? Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about readers on Father's Day talking about the devil working through Pisces X's. Hell, you think the devil destroyed Camp Mystic for the INFJ Mystic? Who knows? They don't call it the INFJ Mystic for nothing. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. It's what it is. It's what it is. How many times did the readers say the Earth Angel warned them and now they have to suffer? What do you think it's Camp Mystic that's suffering? Oh, okay. Well, we tried to warn them. Now they got to suffer. It's what it is. Right? They kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on and put on more pressure and more pressure and more pressure. Wasn't that the energy that was in the cards? Cool. Well, I mean, what comes around goes around. Now we have the pressure of Camp Mystic to put on the group that found that so entertaining. What you put out goes back on you. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. I understand there were some officials that were involved. Crooked cops, lawyers, judges. They wanted the INFJ Earth Angel, the INFJ Mystic, to think that all of those attacks were all in their head. Cool. Lake Isabella earthquake on Mother's Day is all in your head. Her grandmother Barbara being named the first hurricane of the season. That's all in the church's head. That's all in the church's head. Camp Mystic, the Christian kitty camp that got wiped out by God. That's all in your head. It's all in their heads. Thank you, Spirit. Where was the healing in any of that? Because to me, we've got the granddaughter of the church is the earthquake for Mother's Day. We've got the granddaughter. We've got the grandmother of the church is the first hurricane of the season. We've got Camp Mystic, Texas, the Christian kitty camp. Why didn't God show them any favor? Or did he? He made a name for them. Look at that. You got 5-star review, Upshotscott, and I will go down in history with Lake Isabella, California earthquake for a Mother's Day gift. Hurricane Barbara, the first storm of the season. You think we had 5-star review purpose on this planet? Right? It looks to me like death magic hit everything except the Earth Angel. It does. It does. It does to me. I don't know. Talking about the Earth Angel's communication has them shook. It's the truth. It's the truth. Right? The stepdaughter I have not seen in 20 years will forever be the earthquake on Mother's Day. Lake Isabella earthquake. Barbara, her grandmother, will always be the first hurricane of the season for 2025 divine endings and conclusions. Security. We will always have spiritual protection. There's an Earth Angel that's spiritually protected while the storms are wiping places out? You don't say. You think they tried to effect a transformation? Okay, great. Sweet. Who's responsible for that? That's a them problem. Because we've said it was groups, gaggles, hives, and herds. Okay, cool. Was it a hive or a herd at Camp Mystic? Because every one of those things I look at revolve around Christianity, and they're all the ones that are going. So do you think they'll be reincarnating and doing all this over again? Who knows? Who knows? Thank you, Spirit. Hearing that the devil is working through Pisces toxic X, and God said no more. Oh, well, okay, good. Did God say no more to Camp Mystic? We gave all the daddies Pisces toxic X that the devil's working through for Father's Day. Does that have anything to do with the woman in Texas that cooked the dog down the road? That's down the road. That wasn't where I'm at. It's down the road. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Did we not tell you about the djinn that they summoned? An ancient. That's what it is. You'll have to do more research. That's what it is. I'm going to continue my ascension path while let the church give. let them give to Lake Isabella earthquake. That's what it is. Let them give to Hurricane Barbara survivors. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. If the devil's working through Pisces toxic X, that ain't fucking Pisces the devil's working through. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. And I'm sure the daddies fucking love to know that for Father's Day. I can't give them the gift if it wasn't already wrapped and handed to me. Thank you, tarot. I love me some tarot. Cards in the upright. Cool. We'll flip them around. What is the focus on this situation? Yeah, blessing blockers. That's what it is. Chances are when you block an Earth Angel's blessings, God just takes away Camp Mystic. It's what it is. You block an INFJ Mystic's blessings, Camp Mystic they have to rebuild. They have to rebuild from scratch. That's what it is. Isn't that what they wanted the Earth Angel to start all over again, didn't they? Wasn't that the energy in the cards? Yeah, we want that healer to start all over again. Now, some of the people in Camp Mystic can't even start over or heal. Look at that. Freedom. That's what it is. Now, what's the difference between God taking out a kitty camp and rich men taking your kitties to an island? Simple enough. And I mean, that would be the thing is with all of that energy, it's just something to add to the list of things they're going to cover up. They'll cover up that island list, right? And they'll cover up, Camp Mystic, even though it is pretty synchronistic to go along with an INFJ Mystic. That's what it is. They're waiting to see what the next tower is going to be. Me too. They just don't move fast enough going forward, do they? No. They want more delays. They want more destruction. Ask them. Already focusing on blocking the blessings. Spirit says the intention is freedom. Yeah, that's a bird. That's free as a bird. That's what it is. Do you think any of the kitties at Camp Mystic are going to come back as birds? There's freedom right there. Fucking birds don't swim. They don't have to. Going forward, what do we need to remember? Yeah, diligence. That's what it is. And when I hear that the Earth Angel put in all of that reward or all that effort without any reward, put all of that energy forward just to have voodoo and unalive magic and all of that stuff sent to my business is still standing with 5-star reviews. Not much I can say about people of Lake Isabella earthquake. Not much I can say about all the people affected by Hurricane Barbara. It is. I can't do anything about the devil working through Pisces toxic X. That's not fucking Pisces. What do we need to explore? Yeah, no fulfillment. No peach. There's no peaches. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. What did they say? It really doesn't matter what they say at this point, does it? It's just what it is. You've got reader after reader talking about man-made disasters. God would show the Earth Angel who they could trust. Okay, well, we certainly can't trust anyone from Lake Isabella earthquake. They're having earthquakes and shit. So they must not have took care of Earth there. Anyway, I hear there's some cracks opening up at the bottom of Texas, and we've got a storm coming in right down the road here. So that's what it is. That's why they wanted to do all the delays. That's why they wanted to push everything back. That's what it is. And then not tell you. They certainly just didn't want to tell you about it. Yeah, why come up with a list for the Americans when we're going to systematically have all of these natural disasters and chaos and calamity anyway? That's what it is. Ask them. Ask them. Right? It's what it is. I mean, that's the whole thing. Is like when you know that someone's on that island and people are dying because of that. Ask them. Ask them. Where was the healing in any of that? This is what it is. Thank you for the beautiful 5-star reviews. That's what it is. You ladies are doing an amazing job. And yeah, your prediction on natural disasters, they're here. Yeah, they're here. They're even named after people that I know. And that'll give the church something to gossip about. That's what it is. The church will be more than happy to gossip about the stepdaughter being Lake Isabella earthquake. Hurricane Barbara, the first hurricane of the season. That way the step-grandmother and the stepdaughter can go hand in hand with hurricanes and earthquakes. That's what it is. Gang stalking. Hey, that's what it is. Were they going to do some kind of religious cult shit with Camp Mystic? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. You guys have had a religious cult all off in the cards, and now Camp Mystic, and God said, now we just can't use this one anymore. It's just what it is. Anyway, we're still standing strong, so kudos. That's what it is. Hope everyone has a beautiful evening. Isn't that great? And it's what it is. I mean, we really have to ask ourselves. You got voodoo backfire in the cards. God's bringing the storms. Pisces ancestors don't play. God will show you who you can trust. Okay. I appreciate all that, ladies. Now look where that has led us to. Look what all those things that you have said. See, no one ever listens to the INFJ, the 10 steps ahead. They just don't. However, we've healed from unalive magic, because if you're right about all those things, you got to be right about that too. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. I mean, that's a very specific energy, a very, very heavy energy that is in all the cards. Number one, having Kitty Diddler Island around my business, that's unacceptable. That won't be accepted going forward. That's what it is. I mean, if you have the inclination to go forward with your little pew-pew towards the healer, chances are you need to turn around and rethink who you take your fucking orders from. So that's what it is. God's just kind of shaking the planet like an Etch-a-Sketch. So that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. You'll be the next natural disaster named after someone I know. God's showing us who we can trust. Go figure. That's what it is. Amazing job everyone's doing. That's my question. Where's the healing? They're talking about the Archangel. It keeps clearing his energy from unalive magic. Entities being sent. Storms. Avoiding every obstacle. It's what it is. I mean, if I were driving through Camp Mystic, chances are I'd have to find a way to avoid that obstacle. That's probably a pretty big obstacle currently. That's what it is. However, though, the INFJ mystic will always alchemize it and find a way. Namaste.